Alright, so I'm back again with video number 2. We are still doing chapter number 10 and this is circles. What is the theorem number 2? Theorem number 2 is the length of the tangents drawn to a circle from an external point are equal. The length of the tangents drawn to a circle from an external point are equal. Now, if you remember in my previous video, I already mentioned that from an external point, only two tangents can be drawn to the circle. Now, if you observe this figure, P is the exterior point, PA and PB are the two tangents drawn to this circle from the exterior point P. Now, something which we have to verify is whether the length of the tangents are equal, whether PA is equal to PB. So let us see if we can geometrically prove it. Let us try. So now what is given to us? A circle COR and PA and PB are two tangents drawn to the circle from exterior point A. So these are the tangents drawn to the circle from exterior point A. Now what we have got to prove? That PA is equal to PB. That is, the length of the tangents which are drawn from the exterior point are equal. Construction that we require is, let us join OA, OB and OP. Then something which we observe in the figure, there are two triangles formed. One is OAP, other is OBP. And we know that radius is perpendicular to the tangent. So OA is perpendicular to AP, OB is perpendicular to BP. So in triangle OAP and OBP, angle A is equal to angle B is equal to 90 degree, we can say, are perpendicular to tangent. And we have OA is equal to OB, that is the radius. OP is equal to OP, this is the common. So now something we can see is right angle, hypotenuse and one of the side. So we have proof that the hypotenuse is equal, common, there is a right angle in both the triangle and then there is one side which is equal. So now by RHS congruency criteria, the two triangles will be congruent. Hence we get the result AP is equal to BP or PA is equal to PB. This is CPCT. So this is what we are supposed to prove. Now after proving this part and from the same result, we are getting two more conclusions. We can draw two more conclusions. Now what are those? We know that whenever we derive results from a proven fact, we call that as corollary. So the next two conclusions that we can draw from here itself is that if these two triangles will be congruent, then angle 1 is also equal to angle 2. This is by CPCT. And angle 3 is equal to angle 4. This is also by CPCT. Now if you observe in this figure, there is a line OP which is joining the center to the exterior point. Now on this line OP, this tangent PA and PB, they make equal angles. So they are making equal slope. They are equally inclined. So that means we can say that the tangents which are drawn from an exterior point to a circle are equally inclined to a line or to a segment which is drawn from the center to the exterior point. So this is one conclusion. The second conclusion, you see that these tangents, they are making equal angles at the center with the radius. This tangent is making equal angle at the center. So this tangent subtends equal PA is the end point. If we make the angle at the center, they subtend equal angle at the center. So these are the two corollaries or two further conclusions, further results that we get from here. So we say that if two tangents are drawn from an exterior point to a circle, then they subtend equal angles at the center. And the second, they are equally inclined. They subtend equal angles at the center. And second, they are equally inclined to the segment or to the line joining the center to the exterior point or to that point, whatever you call it. So these are the two more results we derive This result, these two results also we are going to use in one of the questions. So if you can note it down and keep, or if you can read it from your book and you can remember that tangents make equal angles at the center and the tangents are equally inclined to the line joining the center to the exterior point. So if you can remember these two results, we can directly use it in some of the questions which we will be doing it once we finish off this. So because obviously once we discuss the theorem, the questions are going to follow. So once I come with return with the questions, we will be using some of these concepts. So till then, thank you. Alright, so let us now discuss the questions based on the second theorem which we did. That is the length of the tangents drawn from the exterior point to a circular equal. So that is the theorem that we derived, and based on that particular theorem, these are the two very important questions very frequently asked in the examination, and that is the reason why that I have chosen this question for you to do. So the first question, let me quickly read. It is, a circle is touching the side BC of a triangle ABC at P. Now if you can see this triangle, there is ABC is a triangle. The circle is touching it at point P and touches AB and AC produced at Q and R respectively. So AB is produced to Q, AC is produced to R, where the circle touches these lines produced. So now we have to prove that AQ is equal to half perimeter of triangle ABC. That means the length of the tangent, that is the one tangent AQ, is equal to half the perimeter of the triangle ABC. Now clearly we know that tangents from exterior point are equal. So therefore AQ and AR are two tangents which are drawn to this circle from the exterior point A. So therefore AQ will be equal to AR. Again we have two more pair of tangents which are drawn to the same circle from two exterior points. One is from B, which is BQ to BP. These are again pair of tangents which are drawn to the same circle, and this time the exterior point is B. And then the third one is C. CP and CR are again two tangents which are drawn from the exterior point C to the same circle. So now just by using this one property, that is tangent from an exterior point are equal, we are getting three pair of tangents which are equal to each other. So let us write them down first. So first thing we get is AR is equal to AQ, the first one. Then we have BQ is equal to BP, and then we have CR is equal to CP. So these are the three pair of tangents which are equal, and they are drawn from the exterior point to one given circle, because you can see there are 3 points of contact, Q, R and P. Now from the first relation you got AQ is equal to AR. This would imply, what is AQ? If you look at the figure, AQ is equal to AB plus BQ. And what is AR? It is AC plus CR. So this is, now BQ is also equal to BP. So we have substituted in place of BQ, we have substituted BP, which is part of this triangle ABC. And the second one is AC plus CR. So instead of CR, we are substituting CP in place of CR, because that is now going to be the part of the triangle. So now we call it equation 4. And now let us see what is the perimeter. Now perimeter of the triangle ABC is AB plus BC plus AC. So but what is BC equal to? BP plus BC. So we have the perimeter of triangle as AB plus AC plus BC. BC is written as BP plus BC. Now something which you will see here is that we can club AB to BP and AC to BC. What do we get then? AB plus AC. Now you see that AB plus BP here. AB plus BP. These two factors. AB plus BP is equal to AC plus BC here from 4. So that means the same equation, this equation we can write as 2 times AB plus 2 times BP. because in place of PC, this AC plus PC, we can substitute AP plus BP. So we are getting 2AB plus 2BP. Now let us take 2 common. So what do we get? AB plus BP. So when we take 2 common, we are getting AB plus BP. That is equal to 2 times AB plus BP again is BQ. BP is equal to BQ. Now why do we have to substitute this? Because you can see from here AQ will be equal to AB plus BQ. Now we want the length of the tangent. This is what we have to prove because we want AQ. So here we get BP is substituted for, BQ substituted for BP, and then AP plus BQ is equal to 2AQ. Now if we compare it with the perimeter, then what do we get? AQ is equal to half perimeter triangle ABC. So we were getting perimeter of triangle ABC is equal to, you got 2AQ. You got it as 2AQ. So if we wish to take the value of AQ, 2 has to go down. So that will become perimeter triangle ABC divided by 2. So that is nothing but half of perimeter ABC. So this is one question which is important, and then let us go to the second important question that also relates to a quadrilateral geometric figure. Now something which you see here is a circle touches all the 4 sides of a quadrilateral ABCD at P, Q, R and S respectively. Now you can see that there is a circle and the quadrilateral ABCD. P, Q, R and S are the points which touches the circle. The line segment AB touches the circle at P, BC touches it at Q, CD touches it at R and AD touches the circle at S. So these, now what we have to prove, that the sum of opposite sides of these quadrilateral are equal. AB plus CD. AB plus CD is equal to AD plus BC. So we have to prove that the sum of opposite sides of the quadrilateral are equal. So now what do we do? Again the same, because it is based on the same theorem. So we have to take that tan tangent from an exterior point to a circle are equal. You just write down the justification one time. And then because there are 4 exterior points and 4 points of contact, so therefore we can have 4 pair of tangents here. So we will have AP is equal to AS, BP is equal to BQ, CQ is equal to CR and DS is equal to DR. So these are the 4 equations you get, 4 pair of tangents. You just write them down now. Take note that whenever you are writing these tangents, arrange it in such an order that at least the segments of AB and the segments of CD should come on one side of the equality. If you check this, the tangents that I compared, I arranged them in such an order that at least one pair of segments, maybe of LHS or of RHS, but these pair of segments should fall on one side of the equality. Now if I can show you how it is. See, first line is AB. So AB is AP plus BP. Now see how I have compared. First I have compared AP to AS and then I have compared BP to BQ. And which is the second pair? CD. So CD has 2 segments, DR and CR. So I compared CR equal to CQ and then I compared DR is equal to DS. Now what is the purpose? So that when we add these 2 equations, at least on LHS we get whatever is required. Then on RHS we can rearrange and then find out the required result. So if I add all these 4 equations on LHS, I am sure going to get AB plus CD because I have arranged those segments in that order. And then on RHS, the ones which has S common, so you take that 2 segments, add them and then add BQ and CQ which has Q common. So then on RHS we can arrange it as AS plus DS plus BQ plus CQ. So something you can clearly see, something which you can clearly see is AS plus DS plus BQ plus CQ. So you have AB plus CD and that is equal to AD, AS plus DS, AS plus DS is equal to AD plus BC, proved. So these are the two important questions based on the second theorem. One more question which is similar to this, only difference in the question is that if ABCD is a parallelogram, or if the sides of a parallelogram touch a circle at 4 different points like this, then show that ABCD is a rhombus. The parallelogram which is going to touch the circle at 4 different points has to be a rhombus. Now, here we have proof that the pair of opposite sides, sum of the opposite sides are equal. AB plus CD is equal to BC plus AD. Now, suppose if it is a parallelogram, then in parallelogram what will be the change? Now, here we have AB plus CD is equal to BC plus AD. Now, this is what we have proved here. But in a parallelogram, AB is equal to CD. Pair of opposite sides are equal and BC is equal to AD. So what is it that we are going to have? What is the change that is possible? The change that is possible is in place of AB plus CD, we can straight away write 2AB. We can write it as 2AB. And in place of BC plus AD, we can straight away write this is equal to 2BC. Now what happens is we get AB is equal to BC. These two cancels. And what is AB and BC? AB and BC are the adjacent sides. So if a pair of adjacent sides in a parallelogram are equal, then the parallelogram is a rhombus. So that is the only change that is going to happen. If the question given is ABCD is a parallelogram, then show that ABCD is it touches a circle at 4 points like this, then show that ABCD is a rhombus. You have to do this part. Up to this part, the method remains the same. So this entire step you have to do, and then you say that in a parallelogram, AB is equal to CD and AD is equal to BC. Then you can write the left hand side as 2 times AB and the right hand side as 2 times BC. Then you may state that they are pair of adjacent sides, and if the pair of adjacent sides in a parallelogram are equal, then the parallelogram is a rhombus. So that is the only change that will happen after this question. So there are 2 questions of the similar type. So and I have already explained how you have got to do it. So at a time, that means we have done 3 questions. So for the time being, in this video only this much. Then I'll return with a third video in which we will be doing few more questions. And for the time being, thank you.